Hey guys, welcome to this video. It's a leg video, lower body workout today that I am doing. So starting off, I'm starting with some Bulgarian split squat lunges, purely doing these because I am unable to back squat or deadlift because of my back issues that I have. So I'm looking at doing 3 sets of 5 per leg, aiming to get stronger. This was 3 sets of 5 per leg on the Bulgarian split squats with 32 kilo kettlebells. Really just thinking about squeezing the quad, but my main aim here is obviously getting stronger in my first 1 or 2 movements of the workout. Okay, so following on from the Bulgarians, again aiming to get stronger, some glute ham raises, and I decided to try and take on the challenge of adding in some weight today, so some progressive overload going on here. Obviously trying to think about extending at the knee on the way down and then trying to drive the knee into the pad on the way up. I keep a little bit of flexion in the hip rather than staying really straight, because otherwise I find I tend to arch my back as I come up and I'll start to feel it in my back rather than my hamstrings. Obviously the form is a little bit loose, but I wasn't overly worried with that because as I'm trying to get stronger and I'm focusing on the eccentric range of the movement, I'm trying to obviously add that overload and stimulation to the hamstrings and glutes. Okay, so once the heavy work was done, moved on to some leg extensions. 3 sets of 15, really trying to focus on a nice slow eccentric, 2 to 3 seconds, and then a nice big squeeze of the quads at the top. Trying to keep my upper body still, so holding on to the handles, keeping myself nice and rigid. And like I say, just really trying to focus on squeezing the quads hard at the top. Again, this is obviously an exercise I'm having to add in quite a lot now because, again, with the back issues that I'm having and the back issue I have of scoliosis, it's hard to add compressing exercises like squats, deadlifts, and leg presses to my workouts. So, you know, I just find ways round what I can't do by doing things that I can. So that's 3 sets of 15, and the intensity was pretty high here. Okay, and the next exercise was a seated hamstring curl. So again, really trying to keep that eccentric 2 to 3 seconds and then explode, taking my heels down to my glutes. Really trying to squeeze the hamstrings hard. Again, 3 sets of 15 here, so after I've done my heavy work on the glute ham raises, focusing on metabolic stress and getting lots of blood into the muscle. Yeah, these end up burning by the end if you keep the eccentric really slow. What you'll also see is I slightly lean forward. I find that actually helps when I'm at the top of the movement. It really gives a nice stretch and a pull on the hamstring. Again, because I can't do deadlifts or straight leg deadlifts because of the flexion and extension at the hips, which causes my back to hurt. This helps a little bit more just to get more of a pull on the hamstring. And finally, guys, some seated calf raises. So I think it was 20 reps with my toes straight, and then I turned the heels inwards so the toes are out, and did another 20 reps with the same weight. 3 sets, so it'd be like 3 sets of 40, so 20 with toes straight, 20 with toes pointing out and heels together. Really focus on driving up, as always, onto the ball, or so we say, let's drive up onto the big toe. A lot of guys let their feet roll out when they do a calf raise, and you're not getting peak contraction. So really focus on driving up onto the big toe. Pause at the bottom as well, so it takes the stretch reflex out of the Achilles tendon, so you are using full activation of the calf when you're doing that. And obviously with a seated calf raise, you are adding more stimulus to the soleus or soleus, however you want to say it, muscle, as well as getting some gastrocnemius activation. So like I say, guys, my workouts at the moment are push, pull and lower, and obviously I'm doing 4 days a week, so it's kind of every 5th day I think it works out that I'm training a muscle. And I just find this works better for me than training a muscle once a week. It does mean that I don't then have to do like a 16 to 20 set leg workout. So obviously today, as you'll see, I've only done 12 sets for my upper leg, my quads and hamstrings and glutes, and then my lower leg, obviously here, was just 4 sets of calves, but I think it equated to something like 160 repetitions. So, like I say, as always, if you've got any questions, drop me a message via Instagram, Twitter and Facebook are also going to be great, or also drop me an email if there's anything you want to see, or simply just comment below, say if you liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because that's the best way to get the content out there to others who might find it useful. But until next time, peace out.